Well, as you know, we had a WASDE report this week, and boy, there's a lot of pre-conversation before that ever happened, and that's why we're getting a chance to talk to one of the guys who was actually there when the numbers dropped earlier this week, Adam Scheller. Adam, where do you guys farm?
We farm just northeast of Noblesville, Indiana.
What do you farm?
A couple thousand acres, corn and soybeans and beef and a little bit of everything. Got some goats.
There you go.
Keeps us busy.
So now you got an opportunity to actually go for the release of the numbers. Had to be quite the buzz in that room, as there's been a lot of conversation about yields going up. And one of the other conversations, let's start with, would be the acreage. What did you see in the report?
Yeah, so the report reflected a lot of the FSA numbers. It's just a little bit more user-friendly now, and so they wanted to jump those acres in, actually, in the August report here. So it's the first time ever that the FSA numbers actually got put into the crop report in August here. So that's why we saw a really big jump in numbers, and we're seeing some really good crop health across the Midwest.
Yeah, and one of the things is that, you know, we've been looking at these yield numbers, and because of the fact we've had great weather, everybody was kind of expecting these yields to go up. As a matter of fact, the trade average guess was up, but looks like USDA surprised everybody and even increased, at least on the soybeans. Those went up as well. This report looking pretty bearish, isn't it?
It is bearish. Yes, it is. We're looking at record soybean yields across Indiana, record corn yields across Indiana. It's a big number, and that's why we're seeing the downturn in the market.
How are you guys looking? Do you think that you're going to break some records on your farm?
I don't know. On corn, I think it's going to be really good. We might break a farm average. Yeah, possibly. I think definitely on beans, we could definitely do that.
How's the area look right around you?
Everything's really good. You don't see very much what you would say, man, I wish that wasn't my field or anything like that. It's very, very good across central Indiana pretty much.
Yeah, you know, we try and check ourselves because we're obviously homers. You know, we ride around and we look at, we go, wow, this looks good. And you're just kind of checking yourself and saying, is this as good as I think it is?
Yeah, I think the beans are going to be really good. The corn, you know, it was dry there for 2 or 3 weeks during pollination, so we'll see where it ends up, but I still think it's going to have a good 2 number on it. And we're going to need it with the price. I mean, honestly, as a farmer, you know, you look at your bottom line. You don't just necessarily look at your top number. You got to look at that bottom number too, and I think we're going to need those 200 bushel fields to be able to make this work, honestly.
Well, yeah, and a whole bunch of demand as well. You were in the room when the numbers dropped. What was the conversation amongst the other people? Because I know there's probably a bunch of people from elsewhere around the country.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of people. There's some people that weren't from this country. Even we had somebody visiting from Algiers, even. But yeah, Indiana, Michigan, had a few from Wisconsin. I don't think there was a whole lot of surprise when the numbers dropped. I think the only thing that may have surprised us is that like the export number or the carryover number for corn, they think that will actually go down a little bit, which surprised us with a record yield in 2023 and possible record yield in 2024 to have a lower carry out than we had in 2023. It's kind of surprising, but as far as soybeans go, I don't think anybody's surprised at all. Yeah. Honestly, I think these beans look the best they've ever really looked. That's good and bad at the same time.
Yeah, right.
you know.
Crazy, isn't it? You know, and we've heard a lot of talk about 4 bean pods and 3 ears on a corn stalk, and it's just like, wow, this is just amazing stuff.
What a time in agriculture, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, to your point about some of these hybrids. Adam Scheller, he farms around Noblesville, and he was in the room when the WASDE numbers came out this past week. And Adam, we thank you for your time. Sure appreciate it, buddy.
Not a problem. I appreciate it. Thanks for the call.
Podcasts by Federated Media.